everyone, it's Jade Bolden and welcome to my video. So today we're going to talk about Yarrow Palm. Okay, this Yarrow Palm is a 30 ml bottle and it's Yarrow essential oils mixed with pomegranate oil, and it's a very simple oil but it's effective and it's amazing. So here are the I guess a summary of what Yarrow Palm can do for you. Okay, so it's great for cleansing the skin and it's great for anything skin support, okay? Great for veins, internally and externally. Okay, I'll explain that. Hormone balancing. Every floral oil assists in the hormone balancing in one way, shape or form. It's great for inflammation and muscle support, cellular support, digestive and metabolism, and emotionally, guys, it's great for it's an oil that it's called oil of energetic safety. Interesting, isn't it? Energetic safety. So it's not energetic boundaries, it's energetic safety, for feeling protected, safe, strong and clear boundaries. All right, so the very first thing you'll discover with Yarrow Palm is that it is blue. Okay, very blue. It looks like ink. You won't turn into a Smurf, I promise, but it's blue for like a couple of seconds. But it's a superbly blended oil that's great for your skin and beautification on the inside and on the outside. So it's like all in one almost, okay? So use this oil to mostly help you with your skin and beautification. All right, so the Yarrow is very high in antioxidants. So when you think of antioxidant, think of cleansing and detoxifying, okay, and helping cellular change. So the blue happens when they distill the oils. So the plant itself isn't blue. It's just through the process of distillation, the oil turns blue through a chemical reaction. Interesting, right? So that blue is called chemazoline. That's an interesting word. Say that 5 times fast, right? But chemazoline is a tonic that helps encourage the body to have more vitality. So that's all we need to know about that, okay? Just to simplify it. Now, we have another oil that's blue. It's called blue tansy, and I think it's just as blue. And if you compare the two, it has very similar chemistry, but the blue tansy has a little bit less chemazoline percentage than the Yarrow Palm. Interesting, right? So, but it's both of the oils are very similar. So you can see that there. All right, so I will go through the body, the mind, and the spirit, what you can do just to heal your body holistically. So you know me, I can't help people if they just want to heal on that physical level. Okay, but understanding how you heal on the physical level will help you understand what it does for you on the emotional and the spiritual level. Okay, so skin cleansing and beautification. So skin is on the outside, things that kind of puts you back together again, or it holds you all together in one piece. Okay, so that's the largest organ on our body. Now it's fairly simple, like I just did just now, and I'll do it again. Okay, so it comes in a 30 ml and it has a dropper, so you can put that directly on your skin. Okay, and then rub it in. I put it in a moisturizer, the doTERRA hydrating cream. So my hydrating cream is actually kind of blue. So I drop a whole squirt of it in there, mix it up, and so I get the benefit of the Yarrow Palm and the hydrating cream. So I use it as part of my daily, beauty routine, skincare routine. All right, so it's fantastic for veins as well. So it goes deeper than the skin. All right, underneath there's veins. You need, it helps you with the circulation. So if you have varicose veins, spider veins, or whatever veins you have on your legs that's just unsightly, this helps with that. But what I like to do is add helichrysum and cypress oil to that, and more fractionated coconut oil so I can massage it in. So it encourages proper blood flow, and then it helps you, reduce the appearance of those veins. Alrighty, just, you know what, the legs, if you understand the literal language of the body, the legs is about moving forward. So it kind of helps you feel like more confident to move forward, okay? Now, it's great for menstrual support, like most of the floral oils. It's great for hormone balancing. So if you take this internally, and I'll show you how to do that. So this is the veggie cups from doTERRA. Oopsie daisy, I took too much. So if you take this internally, it'll help with balancing the hormones, helping you have more regular periods. For those people who have going through menopause, it helps with that too. So it just reduces those uncomfortable symptoms. So use your dropper, okay? Alrighty, so I hope you can see it there. And you just drop it in the veggie capsule there. It's very, very dark. And there you go. Can you see that? All right, so that's what you do, 2 drops, and then you can take it internally. So use it as a supplement because the pomegranate seed oil is very good for you. It's omega-5, okay? So you can take it internally to help with energy. The reason why it helps with energy is it helps clean out the insides of you. If you have bacteria, fungus, parasites, and things that suck out the nutrients and suck your energy, well then when it's gone, wouldn't you have more energy? Right? So that's what it does. So it helps you kind of cleanse in there and give yourself a boost of energy. So it helps with immune support. So obviously with what I said just now, cleansing the inside, that can cause health problems, right? And when it cleanses, it helps boost this cell functions. And detoxification, it's a very, very good source of antioxidant. So it helps with cleansing. Anytime you think of antioxidant, think of like a vacuum cleaner for the inside of your body, just kind of helping with all the debris, okay? Cellular support. Now, remember what I say about cellular support. Your cells should function optimally by communicating and duplicating correctly, and then dying off when it needs to. But when the cell duplicates its mutated self wrong, we call that cancerous cells or tumorous cells, right? So this here helps the cells remember when to trigger apoptosis, self-destruct, or when to repair, or if it's a healthy cells, love essential oils because it leaves those healthy cells alone, okay? So if you have some cellular concerns, then take this regularly in an extended period of time, okay? So add DDR prime to that because you want to get at your issues from different angles, right? Now, if you have something topical like a lump and a bump in places that it's not meant to be there, of course, it doesn't, look like a proper skin cell, then you want to apply it topically, and you want to do that about 3 times a day at least, okay? The oils are absorbed and it's metabolized in about 4 to 6 hours, and it's gone, it's out of your system. So you want to help your body keep it up, all right? Now, dry, itchy skin. So many people have this nowadays, and I see kids with this, and it's just like, so you can call it psoriasis, you can call it eczema or whatever, rashes, itches. This is fantastic for skin. It helps put the tissues together. And what you want to do is add cedarwood to it. Cedarwood is an amazing oil. Lots of research that has proven that it's really good for the skin. Okay, so dilute it, of course, because when we dilute it, the oils stay on the surface longer. Okay, and then that's where you want the oils anyways, right, to kind of help the cells heal itself. Okay, so that's fantastic, and of course do it regularly, and of course you want to take it internally because most of, if not all of the skin problems are because we've got some overgrowth of fungus inside of us, okay, some gut problems in there. So digestive, speaking of gut, digestive support. So you want to take it 2 drops or so in a capsule 2 to 3 times a day, okay? And keep doing that. Of course, there's other oils like digestin, peppermint, ginger, whatever, tickles your fancy, just use that. And you can make a blend if you want of this and that. It's not going to cause like explosion or counter each other or anything. If you think about it, it's sort of like fruit salad. I guess some of it can counter like the flavor and stuff, you know, but most of the time, you know, the oils know where it can go in your body, okay? So metabolism and blood sugar support. So, you know, diseases such as diabetes and stuff, that's a metabolic disease, isn't it? So there's other diseases out there that's similar, okay? And you want to help your body with balancing the metabolism and blood sugar support. Consider using Slim and Sassy as well if you want to kind of help balance that blood sugar levels, okay? So that's that on the physical level. It can do so much more, guys, but you know, I just wanted to give you a little synopsis of it. Okay, so Yarrow Pom is the oil of energetic safety. So emotionally, it helps you release the negative emotions of feeling unsafe, okay, unclear, unprotected, fearful, energetically weakened, attacked, weak boundaries, in crisis, you know, the drama all the time, overwhelmed and scattered. Okay, you know, all of those are fear emotions, right? Fear energy. And the positive that it helps you adopt is feeling protected, discerning, strong boundaries, safe, assisted, open, centered, clear, ability to relax and receive, okay, balanced peace. Okay, so you can take it internally, you can smell it, and it'll help you adopt this new vibration, because sometimes it's so hard to do it on our own and to draw on willpower, okay? Willpower is drawing energy from yourself, from within you, okay? And when people do that too much, they're going to get gut problems, they're going to feel drained. What we want to do is draw from the divine powers, okay? Powers of God, powers of the universe, okay? To achieve the work, and we do it collaboratively with heaven's help, right? So if you have that connection, you will feel safe. And if you don't feel safe and you want to feel safe, you want to start using the oil so that your body matches that vibration, okay? So you want to inhale the oil from cupped hands, okay? And then you want to apply it to the bottom of your feet, okay? So it kind of serves as a protective shield for you throughout the day. Okay, and you can say, add to it, because you are in charge of your health, right? So you're actively participating here. So you can say, as I connect to my divine power, I am safe. As I connect to my divine power, I am safe. Just like that, okay, every single day. And you work it and wire it in your head. And so that will be your natural response, because guess what, guys? We live in a world where negativity is like gravity. It's always there. It hangs around, you know, you turn left and right and it's there. So you have to be diligent at, you know, training your brain, setting rules, setting boundaries, setting, you know, just routines for yourself so you don't get sucked in and pulled down, okay? So speaking of boundaries, let's talk about defining your boundaries. So when I first started, I thought, oh yeah, boundaries, I'll say no when people are not nice, and yes when they're nice. And so it wasn't very clear. It was quite vague, and I thought it was clear. So what you want to do is, again, inhale it to help you feel that intention and have that mental clarity. Sometimes because your gut is messed up, your brain is like so wound up and scattered that you can't think clearly. Okay, so you want to take the oils internally on the physical level as well to kind of help you with that process. And you can say an affirmation like, I know who I am and where I stand, because the subconscious will say, I don't know what to do. Who am I? What am I supposed to do? Who am I supposed to serve? Okay, and then you get confused, because when you say to yourself, I don't know, then your brain finds, you know, I don't knows, evidence of I don't knows, right? So if you tell yourself, I know who I am and where I stand, slowly the evidence will come and support that belief, okay? So it's, you know, you do it physically, you say it, and then it comes, and then as it comes, you know, it strengthens what you say. Chicken and egg, kind of an egg and chicken. All right, so I have some activities for you to help you create clear boundaries. All right, so a few questions to kind of delve into your heart and mind. Okay, ask yourself, what makes me happy? Sometimes we're told what to do, and you know, the teachers, the parents, they tell us what to do, what really makes you happy, and maybe you just adopt what they say. So honestly ask yourself, what makes me happy? Because sometimes, like, people, I just listened recently to an audiobook. The daughter, she plays basketball with her dad because she thinks she likes it, but she doesn't like it. She just likes the fact that she's with dad. Right, so she doesn't really like you know, basketball or whatever they're doing. You know what I mean? So sometimes if you force yourself to like something because you're good at it, maybe you know, you don't have to. One of my friends, she hated the piano, hated playing piano, and then her mum forced her to play piano, and then she got better and better at it. But you know, just because she's good at it and she can play doesn't mean she loves it. You know, so some things that you love, it will come naturally to you. It would be easier than normal, that's all. And then sometimes there's more ease and flow in that than other things that you do. Okay, does that make sense? I hope it does. All right, so things that you like doing, things that make you happy. So sit down and identify, and even if you have, you know, a bunch of things, just write it down, because it's a mind dump, okay? And then you wanna say what irritates and makes me sad or mad. Okay, so what kind of hurts your heart a little bit, you know, or just makes you uncomfortable, because it's good to know, right? For me, one of my, I'll talk about strengths in a minute. One of my strengths is intellect, for example, intelligent. Not that I'm the most intelligent, no, by far, you know, I'm not, but I like to use my brains. And when I coach people and they come to me with problems and they haven't attempted a solution, you know, that just drives me nuts, because I would love for people to just come up with a few solutions on their own first, to show initiative. Right, so now I know that that's where I stand. So I would communicate that when we get together, if you have a problem, I would appreciate if you you know, come up with some solutions, or you know, whatever it is, or I would prompt them to find some solutions. Okay, because I know myself. So speaking of otherwise I get mad and sad or whatever, right? So speaking of strengths, you need to identify your strengths, and one of the best tests that I've been exposed to is the Strength Finder test. It's a Clifton Foundation, whatever, but I have a link there on my website, and then you can click there and get the information, and you know, you could take the 45-minute test and figure out your strength. It's more than just personality. It's skills and gifts and abilities that you have, and when you identify who you are, you know that that's something that you keep playing on. Okay, if you're good at this, if you're that kind of person, then be more of that and utilize that skill more. Okay, because that will give you energy, it will give you happiness, and it gives you fulfillment. All right, so you don't have to buy into the ideology that you have to be balanced and you have to strengthen all your weaknesses so you can be happy. Right, that's never going to happen. So we're never going to be happy, right? So that's what we want to do as far as boundaries is concerned. So if I know who I am, then I know, you know what I need to be doing more of. Okay, and then that will help me clarify my boundaries. So I'm good at a lot of stuff because I make myself learn stuff. Okay, I'm self-taught, but it doesn't mean that I want to make a career out of all of that, right? I just want to dabble in certain things for fun, for the sake of fun. But when it becomes a bit of a chore, then it no longer is fun for me. But just because I'm good at it doesn't mean I need to do it all the time. So I know myself now, so I can say to people when they ask me to volunteer and do stuff, I can say, well, you know what? I have already committed myself to this. So I get to say no in a nice way. So thank you for thinking of me. You know, I'm already committed to this other thing I'm doing, okay? And nobody's going to be offended when you say that, Okay, so number 4 is, what do I want? Okay, a lot of us, we can complain. We're very good at that. We can say all the things that I don't want. I don't want to hire this person. I don't want to work with this person, you know, But do we know what we want? Sometimes that's very difficult. I had a girlfriend come up to me and say, Jade, you know, I have a problem with my husband. You know, he's this, and it's so annoying, and he doesn't understand me. And I thought to myself, okay, girlfriend, what do you want, and do you know yourself? And she's like, no. And I said, well, what do you want? I don't know. And I said, well, pause. I want you to go home and figure out what you want, and then, you know, be clear on what you want, because how do you expect people to know you when you don't know you? You haven't decided where you stand on things, or, you know, how you prefer things. And you don't have to like everything. You don't have to, you know, be everything for everyone, right? You can be yourself. So, you know, that was a big realization for my friend. So this is what you need to do if you don't know for sure. Ask yourself, what kind of goals do I want to set? So if you know, cut pictures and make a vision board, then you kind of know, this is the kind of personality I am, right? So I like certain things. I like traveling, I like reading. I'm not going to be the person that goes fishing all day long. It's just not my forte. It's not my strength. It's not my interest. You know what I mean? Then at least you can narrow it down. And then you want to talk about, you know, your dreams, what you would like to do, what your visions are, and then also your pains. Okay, what hurts your heart, like I said earlier. So, you know, things like children and illiteracy or abuse or something that just, you know, then you can say, okay, this is what I want to stand for. This is what I want to advocate for. Okay, and then you can know yourself better, and then you can define your boundaries. Because if you don't know yourself, how do you know where you stand, right? How do you know your boundaries? So that's a good place to start. And when you know yourself, guess what? You have more self-love, more self-respect, more self-acceptance. Okay, so that's really important for me to share with you. Alrighty, so that I already covered that. Okay, good. Now when you are not clear on who you are, you allow negative things to come into your life because you're not sure whether it belongs or not. And then we think negatively, and we know exactly what we don't like, you know, and it's uncomfortable, but we don't know how to get rid of it because we haven't really identified who we are, what we really want, right? You know what you don't want, but you don't know what you do want. So anyways, those physical things that manifest in physical problems, such as fungus, parasites, you know, and other microbials that are invaders in our body. So we want to clear that mind, and then guess what? Your physical body will get rid of that stuff too. Yeah, it's pretty cool how that works like that. All right, because it doesn't make room for that anymore. It doesn't need to live here. So you can see why some people who are happy, who are purposeful, they don't get sick very often because they have a strong immunity. And why do they have a strong immunity? Because their body knows how to fight what should be here and what should not be here. Okay, and people who are unsure, they're yes to everything, or you know, they're fearful of everything, well then those people are the ones that are suffering from a lot of immune problems. You see? Makes so much sense to me, so I hope that makes sense to you too. All right, so let's go to the spirit. Now, yarrow palm is a conduit for light, and it creates feelings of emotional and energetic safety. Okay, so it shields you, helps protect you from the darkness. So when you're feeling uplifted and you've got this borrowed energy inside of you, you know, you're less likely to feel attacked and crisis and negative and all sorts of feelings like scattered. Okay, so it's a beautiful way. But why do you need to feel clear-minded? Okay, you want to do that so that you can have more divine downloads and access to divine guidance. Because sometimes when you rely on your own understanding, you might not be on the ball, okay? But when you follow that heart and you hear that heart, you know, allow that heart to kind of override the head a little bit, okay? Then you'll be able to you know, make better decisions. Okay, so for spiritual discernment, you want to apply the yarrow palm on your forehead right here, and lift up the third eye across your forehead, because then it connects with all the meridians, okay, and then it opens your mind up for mental clarity, okay. You can smell it, and it helps with spiritual balancing as well, okay. So smell it and apply it. As soon as you encounter some sort of crisis and trauma, you help your brain go back to the spiritual balance again, and make sense of why and what is happening to you, because everything that happens for a reason, and then it gives you wisdom, okay, instead of holding on to that victim mentality, or allowing it to cause trauma in your life and further damage. Alrighty, so I hope that you enjoyed this video. Guys, if you're new to essential oils and you need to get somebody to give you a wellness consult, or can give you some tips of what to do, contact me. On my website I have a link that you can book a time with me, and we can sit down and do video chat, and I can help you and see what your health concerns are, and help you find the right oils for you and buy it at the right price. So with a doTERRA wholesale account, it's only $35 for a whole year, and you buy everything at wholesale price with no obligations to buy anything. So that way you can manage your own orders, right, and then help yourself adopt a new wellness lifestyle, and then make huge changes in your life. Right, if you are interested in that, but somebody else shared this video with you, go back to your friend and talk to them about the membership, okay? But when you become a doTERRA member with me, especially with my team, we take good care of you. We make sure that you have protocols, plans for several months, and make sure that you get what you need. And then, when you're independent, you can be off on your own and taking care of yourself, but we make sure that people don't waste their money when they get their oils. Alrighty, so that's all from me. I hope you like this video. If you do, please like and comment and share this video with your friends. But that's all from me for today. I want to send you lots of love, light, and healing. Bye for now.